Good morning, evening, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for episode 8 of How to Play 7 Days to Die, a Beginner's Guide. Okay, so we left off the last video with basically just getting our forge ready to go. So we're going to continue to do that today. Let's see. I'm shooting a couple videos back to back today. It is my day off from streaming, so I will be shooting more videos today. Hopefully, if we do it right, I might be able to get on a more consistent schedule for these. I'm hoping to. I'm pretty busy as it is. I usually spend 8 hours a day streaming, and then after that, at least 4 to 5 hours a day, every single day, working on stuff outside of stream. So it gets a little rough for me from time to time, keeping on a schedule for YouTube. But if I can manage to get a couple of videos made today, I might be able to get on a daily schedule. I'm going to try to kind of front load the content a little bit to where I'm doing more videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. We'll figure out how that goes, and I will let you know hopefully by next week if it's working out pretty well. Alright, so like I said, all we're doing now is we're just dumping all of this material that we already have into the forge. I like to sit here and watch this happen because if you don't have a lot anyway, that way you know what you've got and when you can do what you need to. Like right here, we've only got enough iron right now okay, so we're waiting on our clay. As soon as our clay gets up, we should be able to make enough iron or forged iron to make some tools, which is going to make our life so much better now that we're going to get the other stuff. As of now, with the base that we're doing here, I think we're going to need to think about going off and getting wood. So axe will probably be our best thing to make first. I usually do a pickaxe, but I don't usually build bases like we're doing now and then worry about the other stuff. We're going to need, for horde night, we're going to need we're going to need wood and we're going to need iron. So luckily we don't have to forge the iron anymore. Up until a recent patch you had to, but now they got rid of the raw iron in the game and it's just regular iron now, no matter what you do. So like if you scrap something, you get regular iron. If you mine iron, you get regular iron. So that actually saves you a step from having to use the forge, which is amazing and very, very time saving. So thank you Fun Pimps for that one. I do appreciate that, and I'm sure everyone else does as well. Let's see. We are going to need more stone. We're going to need more clay. We're going to need more iron. We're going to need more of everything, basically. So let's go ahead and do some forged iron here. That's 20. That's going to be enough for one tool on its own, which we still need more clay. I'm going to let these cooking pots burn up, and then since we're worried more about the iron at the moment because we don't have the ability to make ammo quite yet, since we're worried more about the iron, I'm just going to go ahead and spread out the clay a little bit because that's the thing that's holding us back. And one thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually make a land clam block. Even though we've got one downstairs, I'm just going to make one because we're going to need another one later. I'm putting this down now just so when we're ready we can start removing like the forge and things like that. While I've got a little bit of stone on me. I think they only take like 5 stones, so they're not too bad. There for a while they were only really useful in PvP. I'm glad that they're using them or letting us be able to actually use them for something in PvE. Considering this isn't really a PvP game. Some people do PvP in this game, and I have no problems with that, but I'm just not one of them. So this right here, if you hit E on it, it'll show you how much of a distance you have on your land claim block. That's actually pretty useful. The land claim blocks will keep zombies from spawning on you inside of that box, and it will also allow you to pick anything in that box that you place up. So like for example, let's see, we can actually pick this up right here by hitting take. All I'm doing is holding down E and mousing over the take button. We're not going to be doing that, obviously, but you can do that. So that's a good thing to know. Alright, so let's see. We've got... Let's go ahead and make us an axe. We're going to need that duct tape that's down there. We're going to need duct tape and I believe leather. Grab this duct tape and see where our leather's at. I know we've got leather. As many animals as we've been chopping up, I'm almost certain we've got leather somewhere. I guess we... Yeah, okay. I'm just blind. Here we go. We'll make an axe first. What are we short? We need wood still. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go get more wood. That is going to be our #1 priority at the moment. And we're going to start planting some trees around. I don't necessarily recommend you plant a bunch of trees around your base if you like your frame rates being decent. But we're going to do that for now because we're not going to be fighting a horde here or anything like that. So we're not too worried about it. But basically, yeah, the trees growing, when you've got a lot of trees growing and stuff like that, it'll actually really affect your frame rate. So be careful with that. But it'll keep us from having to run around all the time. Sorry about that. It'll keep you from having to run around and get further and further out to get trees and stuff like that. Tree farms are a good idea, honestly, but like I said, they could be a frame rate issue. You don't have... If you have a potato of a PC, absolutely do it out of sight. And it looks like these trees are just trying to regrow or something, the ones that I've already knocked down. It's kind of weird. I think this is a glitch, and it might have something to do with the random world gen, but we're going to take it for now. Let's see. And then we are going to need more duct tape and forged iron for the next one. These also take a while, as you see, 3 minutes. The better the tool is, usually the more time it takes to make. So always factor that in as well. And we're going to head on back to our base here. We're going to start probably putting some walls up here as well. That's going to be a big deal. So for this base, all we're going to concentrate on is going to be getting it to where zombies can't get. And maybe just upgrade it to top level wood here. I do recommend top level wood just in case. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. As you saw before, we had one zombie take out the entire base with a couple hits when it wasn't upgraded. So always upgrade as high as you can. Plus, you also get pretty decent experience. I'm not saying you get great experience for it, but you do get pretty decent experience. See, we can make 64, so let's go ahead and make, let's just say 20 for now. If we can get a 2-level wall up around us, that'll be perfect. And we need more wood. I'm going to put half of this wood in here and half of the wood in there. Let's see. We need forged iron. Oh, that's going to be enough. Good. So we're just going to spread this clay out now. So we get twice as quick on that. And we're going to go ahead and start cooking up the rest of the food. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to hold off and wait for this. I will basically just meet up with you whenever this is done. Okay, so that's done now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go down and plant these trees real quick. While I'm thinking about it, let me turn on my light here so you can see. I'm just going to plant them. Like I said, I'm going to plant these right down by the base for now. Normally, I don't recommend this, but we're going to be harvesting these as soon as we can. It'll be a couple in-game days before these are ready to harvest. It's not going to hurt us to just drop them here. We'll get more and more seeds as we go as well, so we can use them over and over and over again. Alright, so let's go for this forged iron, and let's make us another axe. Pickaxe this time. We need more duct tape, so let's go grab up our bones that we have so faithfully grabbed. And also, we're going to need some water as well. So, well, we got glue. Do we have any glue in the other one? Yes. We have enough to make the duct tape we need, so we're going to go ahead and make the duct tape here. Now, I recommend using, if you can, using a chem station for glue instead of using a campfire, because a campfire will use more materials to make the glue. And we do have a chem station, so when we go to make glue, we will use that instead. Alright, so let's see. Go ahead and run some forged iron here, whatever we can. Alright, the only one. I don't know if... actually, let me know, guys, in the comments. Do any of you have a bug to where it doesn't actually queue up what you can queue up at any given time? Kind of weird the way that works, I think. Sometimes it does that for me. In fact, it's been doing that a lot since Alpha 18 came out. Okay, so let's see. We needed another axe. You need the iron pickaxe, which means we need more wood, which I'm not gonna scrap any of these wood frame blocks for it right now. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll just pick up a couple trees in a little bit if we can. Go on and drop these in. And do at least one round around here for the walls. Alright, so we're going to need some more wood. I'm going to go hit some trees and hopefully not get killed in the process. I'm going to go ahead and reload my gun just to be safe. Okay, so yeah, I've also added the magazine extender mod to the gun. That's the reason why I have 43 rounds in it right now. That's very useful, actually. And I recommend if you get a hold of a decent SMG, no matter, even if you are going into shot or into machine gun spec, absolutely hold on to it. It's a great thing to have because the 9mm rounds are nowhere near as weak as they used to be. So it's actually useful to have them because the 9mm only takes 1 gunpowder, where the 7.62, I don't remember how many that takes. Let's find out. The 7.62 actually takes 3 gunpowder, so it's a lot cheaper to make 9mm rounds than it is to make 7.62. You might use 2 of them to do the damage of a 7.62. So it's definitely worth it if you're looking to get as many bullets as you possibly can. Gunpowder seems to be the thing that's going to take the most time when you're making bullets, so think about it that way. By doing that, you're actually saving yourself time. And I need to get some water too while we're at it, so let's check the map here once we get this tree down and see if we can't pick any of that up. Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm just going to do a quick waypoint by right-clicking and going to quick waypoint. See, this is why we bring the gun. Because I was not prepared for that. There, iron spear's out. Nighttime, they tend to sneak up on you, so be careful with that. Alright, so we're going to come on over here. We're going to drop this stone axe off because we don't need it anymore because we're about to make our our pickaxe. Basically, you no longer need a stone axe if you have a pickaxe, a hammer, and a regular axe. There's absolutely no need anymore for a stone axe at that point. Yeah, it's 3 tools to replace 1. That is a thing that some people might not like. But personally, I think it's worth it because these other tools are so much more useful. They hit a lot harder. They'll get you a lot more back. So we're getting like 5 wood per attack here, if not more, sometimes 6. And if you want to get even more back, you can go into mother load as well. In fact, we've got a point. We're going to go ahead and do mother load because we're going to be doing a lot of mining and such. The pay dirt right here. That'll give us 20% more ore, stone, terrain, blocks, and trees. Or stone from, yeah, so basically 20% more resources gained when we hit something with a tool. Quite nice. Alright, so we should be almost good on the wood, I think. Yeah, 432. One more tree. Hopefully this one's not one of those little one-hit trees. That gave us 60 wood, though. For like one hit. It's interesting. Did we learn something that allows us to pretty much one-hit a tree every now and then? That would be nice. We do have a woodcutter mod as well. We're going to be adding to this axe, so we can be more effective with it. Let's see. Did we get anything book-wise for this? Let's see. That would be under maybe the art of mining. No, we didn't. Whoa, the fireman's almanac. Yeah, we got something. Craft the fireman's axe mod. Deal 25% more damage to blocks, but 25 less. Okay, so yeah, we're actually going to be making one of these mods because we don't really care about damage to zombies with the axe. We're not going with an axe build right now. You can pretty much use any weapon in the game, including your fists, if you spec into it. Alright, so we're going to head on back to the base here. I will meet up with you when we get back. Hopefully we don't get killed on the way there. Okay, and we are back. So let's go ahead and upgrade this stuff because that's going to be something I want to do before I start putting these walls up. At least that way if something gets underneath us, it doesn't see us. Necessarily. I think we might actually trap the bottom of the base too. That way if we do spawn any screamers, we've got a decent chance of actually them killing themselves before they see us. That'll be nice. And we're going to go ahead and also make some water. There we go. Because we are thirsty. And alright, so we can go ahead and start burning some of this stuff now. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue on working on the base. So I will meet up with you when I'm done with the upgrading and stuff. I'll go ahead and do my little speed thing there for you. I think I'm going to need about 50 of these to start with. And I will see you in a minute. Alright, so one thing is, I'm going to leave this spot open here. That's kind of a bad base design, honestly. My bad. But I'm going to leave that spot open just so we can get up here easily. And I'm going to put walls up so we can't be seen as easily. If you notice, I did the corners here first, before. That's because if we wanted to get to them, we'd have to actually go outside of the base once the other stuff's upgraded. That's the only reason I did that. And I like to do the same thing with the outer rim of the ceiling too, because those are going to get hidden once we start upgrading everything, once we do the ceiling and all that fun stuff. So that's basically why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. But I'm going to continue building the base, and I'll catch up with you when we get caught up. Alright, so we're pretty much caught up to where we can be right now. We're gonna wait until morning time and then maybe go do the trader quest and probably get some more wood. It's getting, let's see, it's getting close to morning time as it is. So I think while we're waiting, I'm just gonna venture out very dumbly and go get some wood if I can. Go find us some trees to beat on. I gotta be careful out here so I don't make everything mad at me, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so we got 44 wood off of that one tree there, so that's gotta be some sort of glitch. I'm pretty sure these are trees that I've already knocked down in previous parts of the save before the update. They've just kind of respawned a little bit. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining too much. Although that is a glitch. Normally I would just toss the stuff out, but due to time constraints, I'm just going to roll with it. Also, while we're out here, we're getting more seeds as well. We've got 12 pine seeds now, so that's more that we can plant around the base. That's awesome. So we'll continue getting wood here. How much do we have now? I don't think that's quite enough to get the base done with what we need to do. I still need to put a ceiling and all of that fun stuff in, so we'll kind of hold off on going back quite yet. We're about to hit morning time as well, so that means we probably want to go think about doing the trader quest. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. Here I am being silly, trying to kill the zombie with a machine gun when I don't even have the machine gun out. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna slowly venture back over here. And we do need to start thinking about trying to get up a workbench sometime soon as well. So I think that's where our next points are going, is into getting a workbench. Okay, so it is morning time now, so we can safely venture over to where we need to be. Let's see, is there anything that I can get rid of? That way we're not encumbered. I don't want to get rid of the seeds. Normally I would, but I'm actually doing the thing now. So we can scrap the stone axe. We don't need it anymore. We've got everything to replace it already. We can scrap the steel sledgehammer, even though we're still using an inventory slot for it. Let's see. I don't really see anything we can get rid of. If we absolutely need to, we can use these steroids to get back. That would be actually, yeah, that's what we'll do. We're going, and we're not really too slowed down as it is, so we're just going to run over there. We're going to do the quest, and I'll show you what the steroids do. They're pretty interesting. They'll actually allow you to go with full encumbrance at full speed. It's kind of nice. They're really great for whenever you're full on loot. Ooh, we actually got cloth off of that one. That's nice. Cloth is always your best friend, especially early game. That way you can make plenty of bandages. As you get better armor and stuff, you bleed a lot less often. So that's one thing to think about. If you're tired of bleeding, then start thinking about getting better armor. Which we need to actually do. I think I'm going to do a short video on all the different armor types and things like that for the next video. Maybe do, yeah, like a tips and tricks video. I might be able to squeeze about 30 minutes worth of content into it if I feel like it. I'll have to write up the whole thing, but it'll be interesting. So I will meet you when we get up to the supplies here, because we're still good bit away. So I'm gonna go just make my way towards that, and I'll meet up with you there. Okay, so as usual, we're going to look for about the middle spot here. And basically judge what block we want to dig in. So I think it's going to be about right here, actually. It should be within like 1 or 2 blocks from where we're digging now. We got to be close. So let's just try. Well, no. Actually, we're out of the range now. I must have, yeah, I misread that. Okay, so right here. It can be a little weird sometimes. And sometimes I can be a little dumb. So that's the thing. Well, let's see. Sometimes it just helps just to get down in the hole here with it. I don't recommend that when you've got zombies around though, by the way. Like that dude that's walking around over here. Just saying. Alright, so give ourselves an easy way out of here. Yeah, because if he falls down into this hole with us, we're in trouble. Ooh, power tool, large tank mod schematic. Okay, so this right here is a very useful thing later game. Once you get an auger and a chainsaw, these mods right here will actually increase your, severely increase the amount of gas that you can fit in without having to, basically without having to refill your gas tank. So let's go ahead and grab this and jump out. That sledgehammer is going to be nice. Okay, so let me see. Am I far enough? Nope. I was going to grab the sledgehammer while I could, but I can't right now, so. You know what? Let's stop playing around. There we go. That didn't kill him, actually. The easiest way to figure out if it did kill them, sometimes you can one-shot them. And the best way to figure that out is to watch your experience bar down on the lower right-hand side. And if you see experience there, that means they're dead. But that was actually a pretty good quest. I'm glad to see that so many of them popped up, because that's good experience. Alright, so we're going to head on back to the base. I will meet up with you there. I'll see about maybe working or getting rid of this sledgehammer. Don't know if we're going to. You know what? I'm going to actually use that a little bit just to show you guys. So I'm not going to get rid of it quite yet. I just want to show you guys what the swing timer on that thing looks like. It's a little wonky to me, and I'm terrible with it. But when you hit with it, it's a super strong weapon. So I'll meet up with you when we get back to the base. Alright, I just remembered that I told you guys that I would be using the steroids on the way back, so you can see what they do. Okay, so this will increase your carrying capacity by plus 50. It's going to take a little bit of water to use it, and then the duration's 10 minutes. So for and increase your strength by 3. So for the next 10 minutes, basically, I'm unencumbered at all. So we're just going to go on and run back at full speed now instead of having to fight encumbrance. Alright, so we're back at the trader now. I'm going to go ahead and turn this quest in, since he's open now, and pick up the next one, and then we will get back to the base and finish upgrading and putting in the ceiling real quick.
Hi. Many thanks.
Ooh, there goes our second beaker. Awesome, amazing. That's exactly what we need. That means we can go ahead and make our own chem station, which we already have one, like I said, but it's always good to have your own. We don't need to do it now. Okay, so we got one that's clear zombies 941. That's going to be the closest, so we're going to go ahead and use that one.
Oh, thank you very much.
And see what this dude's got.
Your while.
He doesn't have anything good right now. I don't think he restocks till day 7. So we could go ahead and do the concrete mix here. Let's go ahead and grab... we don't have enough for all of that. Alright, so we're going to actually have to go grab the rest of our dukes. I'm not too worried about the concrete mix, to be honest. There is a chem station right here. Let's see if he's got a workbench or something. He's got a forge, another beaker. And this guy's got all kind of good stuff, doesn't he? Actually, I think he might have reset for us. We do have this wood splitter mod. I'm going to go ahead and put that on as soon as we get back to the base as well, if I think about it. Oh, wait, no, we don't have the ability to do the chem station. I'm not too worried about that, though. We're going to be speccing into it.
Survivor.
So let's go ahead and carry this stuff back to the base. Yeah, interesting glitch there. And dump some stuff in the chest here. One thing I do want to do soon is start working on an actual base that I can start taking this stuff and getting it set up better. Because I do not like dump chests like this. Alright, so drop this stuff. We don't really need all of that. We've got food up there. Don't need the beaker quite yet. Clay soil, we're going to grab that. That's good for the forge. And I think that's about it right now. Okay, let's grab our dukes out of here if we have them. Yeah. Alright, so let's head on up here and finish up what we were doing in the base. So basically, once we get these walls upgraded, the zombies won't really be able to see us. The vultures will, so we're going to go on and put in a ceiling as well. But basically, that's all we need for our little starter base. It's just a way for the zombies not to see us at night, so we can sit in here and craft if we want. We're going to want to put our first workstation or workbench in here too, which we have points right now, so we are going to go ahead and put 1 point into intellect. That'll allow us to get our advanced engineering, or not quite yet. That'll allow us to get our grease monkey, which means bicycle, but we can't do that without the workbench, I believe. So we need to work our way into workbench immediately. So the next 2 points go into intellect, and then the workbench. Unless, did I actually pick that up yet? No. Okay, I'm not that lucky. That's usually the hardest thing early games, getting your workbench ready to go. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to do about 25 of these. I think that's going to be enough. I didn't count. And let's go ahead and start placing our ceiling. Usually I like to go higher on my ceiling, but I mean, for what this is, it's not too big of a deal. We can go with 2 for the walkway. That's enough. Gets a little claustrophobic, personally. Alright, so up. And one more. There we go. Yeah, see, it gets a little claustrophobic in here, but I can deal with it. I generally don't like to. I'm only going to upgrade the ceiling once for now. Save some wood, because we can use that for the horde base that we're about to build. Ooh, roaming horde. Let's go get some points real quick. Yeah, I know I'm scrolling, but roaming hordes are worth it. Especially this early. I'm holding on to as much of this ammo as I can, trying to get headshots if at all possible on these big guys, because I'm about to have to unload into that group. And I'm a terrible shot today. There we go. That was a good chunk of experience right there. Let's see. That should be about it. Yeah, that's all of them. Cool. We didn't get lucky and get a drop though. That would have been nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish up this while we're at it and probably call it a video. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll show this. Actually finishing it up and then call it a video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm probably coming back tomorrow with a little mini guide of its own as well. We'll go over the differences between the armors and things like that, and then we'll shoot an actual gameplay video for episode, I believe it's 9. But until then, I will see you later.